Hi, my name is Guy Barrington, and I have a beautiful practice to offer you. It's a self-scanning and nourishing practice. So it's a practice which allows us to notice and accept where we presently are, and then to connect to the energy and the life force to nourish where we are, to increase in volume and potency. So it's a transformational practice, from noticing to creation, from acceptance into a deepening state of presence. It's very enriching, very invigorating, and allows us to recover our multidimensional awareness. Hope it empowers you and brings more celebration and beauty and nourishment to every layer and level of your existence. And as you do this, you start to recover more of who you essentially are, quietens the mind, balances the emotions, brings more energy into your body, more clarity into mind, more enthusiasm into everyday action. It's a whole host of benefits or fruits of the practice that come naturally and effortlessly. Because what we're essentially doing here is we're reconnecting to our natural source energy. We're learning to move beyond concepts, stories, ideas, fantasies, illusions, beliefs. We're learning to move beyond the whole narrative of mind and coming back to the essential presence of life as it exists in and with and as us. So it's the direct path. It's the coming home. It's the simplicity of obviousness. Simply breathing with conscious awareness, we become more aware of the life that we are, the energy we are, the vitality we are, the gift that we are. In and within the breath is intelligence. It's not just breath. The oxygen is full of wisdom, is full of joy, is full of vitality. And the more awareness we give to the breath, we start to recognize that the breath is alive and awake and conscious and giving and abundant and full of treasure. This is for you to explore and discover. So now I'm going to present with you a very simple breathing practice to enrich the depth of your heart fire existence. So let's begin with a nice big in-breath and out-breath. So you're breathing in, it's like a cleaning breath. So you're breathing in, refreshing. So there's some power on the in-breath, some sound on the out-breath. It's quite vigorous at first, even stronger in-breath. Bit of sound maybe on the out-breath. Again, breathing in. Nice groan. One more. So maybe you just want to loosen the shoulders, give the hands a bit of a rub, the face, maybe brush the hands through your body. So the reason you're doing this first part of kind of strong breath and shaking and becoming aware is you're just inviting your embodied experience to settle. Yeah? Sometimes we've got some surface agitation or tension. It's like your shoulder might be really stiff and your attention is on the stiffness, and so you're not really concentrating on the practice. And just give a little moment of freedom and opening, and breathe into any tension and release it on the out-breath. So you do this for a little while. And then you start to do a different quality of breathing. The next stage of quality is not the releasing breath, it's recharging. So you want to charge up your system now. As you release, you let go of the tension go, some of the holding, the contraction. And as the contraction opens, there's more space for energy to flow through your system. So you naturally start to recharge. So this in-breath, and out-breath, it's more gentle, but it's more satisfying. It's like I'm breathing in the life force. And that breath I brought in, I'm now flooding through my system. Everywhere, all at once. Imagine the breath is not coming just out the mouth, it's coming out the eyes, the hair, the shoulders, the hands, everywhere. So maybe you can use your hands. Imagine you're pulling in the breath. So if there were a sphere of energy around you, a 360 bubble, you're breathing in it all at once, from every direction. Breathing out, all at once, the breath comes out. So this sense of a pulsation, everything's breathing in, everything's breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Imagine you've got a cocoon of light around you, golden light, which is being charged up. So you're breathing in, breathing out. Every in-breath, it gets brighter, more golden, more electric. Every out-breath gets more charged. So it's moving in all directions, all at once. So you can start to visualize this, feel this, sense this. So it's a wholeness, recharging breath. Okay, so you've created like a sealed container now around you, which is vibrant, which is awake, which is aware, which is charged up with life force and breath. And just know this is so. So surrounding me and supporting me and nourishing me is this vibrant golden sphere of energy, which is communicating and inspiring and energizing all the time, continuously. So that's just in the field, we can call that, in the vibrational field, the informational field, the energy field around us. And we can activate this with our awareness. Now self-scanning, we're going to begin. Scanning is simply we're placing our focus. So we're going to place our focus into the lower regions, the genitals, the thighs, the knees, the feet, the ground, which is often called our root center. So we're going to breathe in the color red. So just want you to breathe in. Color red, breathe out. So just bring your attention there. 3 breaths of red, first of all. You can use your hands as well. As you're breathing in now, just want you to notice the quality of red. How rich is that color? How dull is that color? How vibrant? How toned down are the tones of the color? So just start to notice for you and your honest experience in this moment, the quality of redness as you're breathing in. If 10 was really high and 0 was really low, just give yourself an internal scale. How red is the red right now? Okay, so you got a sensation. That's a living video awareness, presence of what is currently here right now. Okay, so imagine, in my case right now, I'll say my vitality, my redness is at 4. Just as an example of what's present in this moment. So I just notice this is at 4, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw energy from this golden sphere, which is all around me, which represents the totality of my light, my vibrancy, my heart field, my heart fire. I breathe in the goldenness, and I bring that goldenness into the red. So I'm going to flood it. I'm going to do it again. So imagine you're gathering the goldenness and flood it into the redness. Feel the redness responding, receiving, breathing in. And now breathe into the redness again. Start to notice the score between 0 and 10 now. Has it changed? So for me it's a 7 already. It's got more colour to it, it's got more vibrancy to it. I've got more feeling in here. So I'm breathing in that feeling of 7-ness or whatever it is for you. I might want to top it up a little bit more. So breathing more goldenness in. I'm inviting the redness to become even more vibrant, even more red, even more awake and alert. So it's become an 8 now very easily. Just feeling how an 8 feels in contrast to the 4 it was just now. Just noticing, is there any more sensation here now in my genitals, my thighs, my knees, my feet, my roots? Tuning into the quality of the base, which is all about groundedness, rooting, earthing, survival, anchoring, support, stability. So as you breathe in, the difference between a 4 and an 8 is huge, and whatever that difference may be for you. The fact that we can increase that by simply bringing more of the light quota from the whole field, the totality of our golden energy field, we can do self-generation, self-healing, more breath, more vitality, and then we direct it into that space. So we're breathing in the redness, increasing the volume of redness, and each one of us is going to visualize that or know that or sense that differently. You might just start to become even more sensitive now, move the hands around the area. Now you start to breathe with energetic awareness and subtle sensitivity. You might start to feel sensations now, so you start to move the energy around, increase the volume. In this way you do some self-healing or self-nourishment capacity. It's expanding, contracting and opening and receiving. So you're really honouring and including the redness of your experience, the vital ground, the survival, the wildness, the potency. So you take one big breath now and relax. Another breath, and you're releasing your attention on the redness, coming back to the goldenness of your allness now. Now you bring your attention to the second center, which is really a bandwidth. This is like a big donut of what's called the sacral center, which is often considered to be orange. So let's just tune into this as orange color, orange vibration the whole way around. So it's the stomach. Yeah, just feel it all the way around the front and the back and to the sides. As you're breathing in, just gently, passively, you're just noticing again, scale between 0 and 10, just a snapshot in this moment. How is the quality in terms of vibrancy, aliveness, awakeness? The second center, your orangeness. You might notice it through the color quality. Just have an intuitive response. So I'm not going to name the number for me now, it's not important. What's important is you name your own number. I'm going to do this internal tracking myself. You now know how to do it. So you give a number to what you're presently seeing. This is the acceptance of my present state of isness. I've noticed how I currently am. And in the noticing I've given it a name, I've given it a number. And if I'm able to see in terms of vision, I can also see the quality of the orange color in my band. Yeah. So we're going to bring more of that noticing in. Okay? Okay, now we bring our attention back to the golden field, which surrounds us, this sphere of light and energy and vitality, which represents and is our wholeness. If you want to even top up the golden field, imagine there's a sun above the golden field, which is sending its rays to our particular golden light sphere. Increases the volume of the goldenness. So bring the sun in, more vibrancy in the golden space. In the direction of your hands, breathe it all in, and then bring it into the second center, in the sacral. It's the navel center. Just breathe it in, feel it going round the whole of this bandwidth. Breathe in again, and nourish. Nourishing, sensing your belly is receiving this energy. This energy center is often related to power, sensuality, sexuality, joy. Breathing in, filling up. Breathing in, filling up. Now you can do this for longer or shorter, but know that you can instantly bring in the golden light force, which is recharged by the sun, your golden energy, your vibrant life force, into this aspect of your being, into this dimension. And now just notice the color, the quality of the color. If you want to maybe sense the sensation or the vibrancy, potency, and just again give a number. How is it now? Just accepting how it is now, being grateful for this shift, this increase in volume. Any increase is a good increase. It doesn't have to go from 0 to 10. It doesn't have to go from 5 to 9. It can go from 6 to 7. Any increase shows the capacity that you can bring your own self-nourishment from the totality of you to an aspect of you. Self-regeneration, self-nourishment, self-healing. The more goldenness you bring in, the more vital you become. So maybe just one more time, breathing in a bit more. Maybe gather the sun now, the sun into the golden energy into the sacral center. Let's take a nice deep breath, just noticing if there's a shift again, it's increased, the color, the vibrancy, the quality. Move the hands around this area. As you're doing this, really come into a beautiful acceptance, bringing love here. A passionate intention and focus here. Wherever you place your focus, energy goes. Where energy goes, experience happens. So more experience becomes this center. It's like you're waking this area up, nourishing your orangeness, increasing your power, your strength, your sensuality, your sexuality, your capacity for joy, this feeling of connection with the world. Breathing in and gently just letting go awareness. I invite you, as you're letting go, let go with gratitude for the isness now is. A little bit more detail about the process. The first stage is about acceptance. We're seeing what's here. We're naming it, noticing it, and accepting it as is. Could be a 2, could be a 3, could be a 0, could be a 10. Just accepting it. It's not a competition. It's not a place of judgment. It's not a place of criticism. It's a place of honestly seeing the nature of our existence in this moment. This too will pass, and this will pass, and this will change. We're a dynamic, evolving system, life flow. So acceptance is the beginning place, noticing what is here. Then we gather the resources, the energy field from the sun, from the goldenness, from our vitality, and we bring this with focused attention to nourish. So we're bringing more volume of energy in, which then recharges and revitalizes. And feel the joy that we can create and co-create within ourselves. We have the power to influence our energy field, to influence our power, our potency, our sensuality, our sexuality, our vitality, our connection to the earth. We can do this internal, joyful capacity to create and regenerate. So there's acceptance and creation, two processes at work here. Okay. Now moving our attention to the solar plexus. It's often seen as yellow. And I invite you to visualize the yellow that's true for you. Solar plexus, right here. Just noticing, breathe in, notice. So you're scanning what's already here. What is right now? So you're asking to be given a number. It's also a way of like dowsing, like with the pendulum, but you're asking your unconscious, your body consciousness, to respond. What is the nature of my solar plexus in this moment? Go with the first number that comes. It's a, just go with that and breathe into that. with that number, also notice the quality of the yellow around, the texture, the feel, just the relationship with this color, if you see visually, or just notice it as a sensation, or just notice it as a knowingness. You're bringing your attention here. More attention, more energy, more quality, more sensitivity. Okay, now we're going to gather the sun. Bring the sun into our golden field. Bring the golden field into our solar plexus. Gather. And now noticing and naming. First response. How has this little moment of breathing in more golden light and energy and vitality influenced my solar plexus, the band of energy all around me? This donut of yellowness in the solar plexus. So just invite you to become aware of this number. Recognizing the solar plexus is about our willfulness. It's about our human personality, it's about our human orientation, our capacity for choice, for direction, for assertion, for boundary, for yes, for no, for knowing what we want, for the capacity to communicate that. It's our state of willfulness, our human will incarnate in our personality. So now we just want to increase that a little bit more, breathing into the golden sun, golden field, right into the solar plexus, blessing the solar plexus. For your solar plexus, receiving this energy right here, receiving it here and all the way around the energetic field, receiving. Just notice that there's a shift in the vitality of the number and the energy and the color. Whether your attention or your breath, breathing into the solar plexus. So take a nice big breath and releasing. Releasing with gratitude. Back into the totality of the golden field. So another dimension of this practice to name, as we go from the specificity, the specific focus, into the allness. So this is from direction to expansion. I've directed my focus into the solar plexus and this bandwidth, and now I bring my focus back to everything all at once. The hologram, the oneness, the totality. So you go from this contracted, specific, singular focus into this expanded, allness, relaxed focus. So you're changing your position of gaze, the way you're placing your attention, the how of utilizing your focus. So it's important to recognize the difference between a contracted, singular focus, it's like a laser beam focusing to the solar plexus and the bandwidth here. Like I give my full attention to this. And on the out breath, the relaxation is like opening up. It's like the specific wave now surrenders back into the total ocean. Yeah. So you're training yourself in this contrast. Specificity, allness. Singularity, oneness. It's a dance between both and. And they're both included. So we've worked through 3 centers now. So I also want to add in another element, which is the integration of what's already been activated and awake. So just with your hands, just noticing, just bring energy to the base center, the redness, the orangeness, the yellowness. So you're moving your hands in this awareness, red, orange, yellow. And as you're doing this, you're weaving the energies together. So there's an integration, there's a movement between the energies. Move the hands between the base, the sacral center, the solar plexus. Because we're recovering more of our totality. These energies have a singular function and a coordinated function. So they're unique in their specific realms of experience and existence, but they operate together with every other realm of experience. Again, it's this singularity and wholeness, together with, and, both and with. Yeah? It's not individual, it's we-ness. Yeah, working together with. So just honoring this, breathing in, red, orange, yellow, integrating. Yellow, orange, red. Red, orange, yellow. Yellow, orange, red. I'm physically just feeling from the feet, through the knees, the thighs, the pelvis, the belly, solar plexus. Really feeling the physicality of this. This connection. This cooperation. Okay, now we're going to come to the center of the heart, the middle of the chest. So this is the energetic heart, not the physical heart to the left. The energetic heart center in the center. So you're breathing in, breathing out. Bring our attention here. And just noticing and naming, give a number. So this energy center is often considered to be green. Noticing the greenness. So quite quickly now you should get a number, a reference to the quality of strength or weakness of the heart in this moment. Just being totally okay with that, you're just noticing honestly. That's what you're working with from here. You're not beginning from there, you're beginning from here, from now. Now you breathe into the field of possibility, the sun and the golden wholeness, and you breathe that into the heart. Flood this goldenness into the greenness. And notice the quality of the greenness now, the color, the vibrancy, the energy, the experience. Give a number to this now. This circle, this donut of greenness around the heart center, this whole vibrant field. Notice the shift. Breathe in, up into the lungs, feel the more space there, there's more expansion. As your energy increases, there's more energy in the belly from the lower center, the red, the orange, the yellow. The belly is strong. The lungs are strong. So while we're paying attention here, breathe the integration already from the red, orange, yellow into the green. Breathe in from the green into the yellow, the orange, the red. Using the hands to move up. Move down. So let's gather some more energy from the sun, the whole golden field, into the greenness of the heart, and all the way through. So in one movement, sun, gold, green, yellow, orange, red. Feeling everything being recharged. So just a note on the practice as you start to hear, as we're going through this, more elements to the practice are being added. So when you listen to this practice again, or when you do this practice again, you can bring all the rich elements into the beginning place. But I'm presenting it like this so you discover it. You start with a simple form, and that simple form gets more elaborate, more complex, has more elements, and attributes and potentials added to it, which increases the volume and potency of the practice. So we're working between this singular focus, integration, naming, numbering a quality of each center, and then bringing the sun into the golden field, which we didn't do on the first breath, bringing the sun, cosmic energy, into our personal goldenness, bringing that into the specificity of the center, and then blessing. So let's move to the throat now. Breathing in first of all, let go of the heart with grace and gratitude. It's lovely that we're releasing with a thank you. In life, this is all a very good way to release one moment, to make a good transition to the next moment into the throat. So breathe in. So notice whichever color blue arises for you, or the knowingness or sensation in the throat. Without doing much, just noticing as it is, a number, 0 being weak, 10 being strong, and this band around the neck, center of communication, speaking our truth, communication out to the world from inside. Just notice the feeling and knowingness of the throat center. Again, with no judgment, no wish for anything, just noticing that this is what it is right now. Acceptance with a number. I accept this is number so-and-so. I just notice that. That's our scanning. We're beginning from here. And I'm going to invite you now to breathe in from the belly to the chest, up to the throat, and at the same time drawing in the energy from the goldenness. The sun, the golden field, and then into the throat. Around the neck as well, breathing in. The belly rising out into the chest, the throat, the full breath from the body. It's like all the other centers now, the red, orange, yellow, green, are empowering the blue. So the energy is also coming up at the same time as the golden energy is coming in. So you're feeling the support from what is already awake, what is already vital, at the same time as feeding in this way. So you're getting blessed in both directions. Sun, gold, enriching the blueness of the throat. Filling your throat, receiving this blessing. Opening to receive the energy. All the energy coming up. Energy coming down. Energy coming in. Surrounding with nourishment. Surrendering the throat, opening the throat to receive the gift. Just notice right now, immediately, the number here. What is the number? What is the increase, the shift? How does the color look now? How does it feel now? Breathe in, allow the breathing to amplify your noticing. More breath, more awareness. The more you feel, the more you breathe. And then the last few breaths, let's see if we can increase a little bit more. So this rich, vibrant blueness, our communication, our tone of voice, our capacity to speak truth, to be honest. Inner communication, listening to our inner whispers. Outer communication, to have congruent expression from our truth. So our throat is an instrument of everything else that we are. So just including the redness, the orangeness, the yellowness, the greenness, breathe all of that into and through the throat. For this collaboration, I bring my wildness, my power and sensuality, my willfulness, my deep love and tenderness into the beauty of honesty. It's teamwork. Every other center is included and amplified and enriching and blessing the one above it and around it and all of them. This intra-communication, this harmonic balance, this cooperation and collaboration. So my throat feels incredibly supported by everything below it, and incredibly blessed by the goldenness that the sun of the heart of the life force, the golden orb of energy that surrounds me, the vibrancy of my heart self, my I amness, is blessing the throne. So inspiration, goldenness can speak through the throne. Now we breathe in and let go with appreciation and gratitude. That's our cue to shift attention. So now shift attention to the brow center in the middle of the eyes here, often known as the third eye. So you bring your focus here. Breathe into this space from the whole of your body, and let the focus rest here. Breathe the energy from your breath. Breathe it here, so you get singular focus. So it's in the third eye, the brow, but it's also in the energy center around. So this area is often associated as being indigo. So you may see that color, or get a sensation or a feeling. Just get a snapshot. What is the quality of my third eye right now? Give it a number. You may want to speak this out loud, just so you can hear the number. Just want you to come to a sense of okayness and acceptance and embracing the quality of your third eye in this moment. And the third eye represents our vision, our seeing, our imagination, our possibilities. So we receive inspiration and communications, instructions, guidance. It has so many capacities, the third eye. But recognizing if the volume's at number 2, then our bandwidth is about here. This is how much we see. If our volume is 10, it's as wide as the universe, cosmos, the multiverse, all that life is. Somewhere in between, it's about this expanded. So the capacity of expansion represents the angle of vision. It's like wearing a pair of blinkers. You know, if we've got blinkered vision, we only see this much. If we have expanded vision, we see this much. So knowing this, we want to breathe in the golden sun. We want to breathe in all the other centers, the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and feel the support of all that we are. This is our personal empowerment. And this is our cosmic empowerment connection. As we do this, we're bridging the personality, our person sense of self, our subjective sense of self, with the allness, the I amness, our infinite self. So we're building a bridge with this. Everything here is connected with everything here connected. So let's really amplify the third eye now. Golden light, love, sun. All the energy supporting, collaborating, empowering, feeding, nourishing. Feel the third eye opening and receiving generously, contentedly, relaxedly, opening to receive the nourishment. Accepting this creative energy, this fullness energy from the multiverse, from the goldenness, and from all the colors. Now notice the quality of the third eye. Maybe you want to symbolically have the hands which corresponds to what you're noticing. That has a certain number to it. Breathe into that number. Breathe in, bring awareness to this. Maybe you see the quality of the color indigo, or just know the vibrancy or the sensation. And breathe in a bit more now. You're recalibrating, optimizing, recharging, refreshing, invigorating. Actually bringing back to your original state, the original design and function and ability. Refreshing, resetting, rejuvenating. Now include all the colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. Breathe in from the indigo and out to the others. Blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and up. So integrating and harmonizing. This beautiful teamwork. Feeling how all the levels and dimensions and functions and qualities work together. This holistic, multi-dimensional way of being. All included, all accepted, all allowed, all nourished, all collaborating. Now we breathe in. With grace and gratitude we let go. Now we bring attention finally to the crown, to the top of the head, but it's also in this space above the head, this sphere of energy. In the same way the base is a cone of energy, spins down to the earth. The other centers spin out in front of us. This cone of energy spinning into the crown. So just breathing in and just noticing. Again, you may want to speak the number that you're noticing in the crown. Often associated as violet or white light. Just receiving the number, speaking the number. Again, the acceptance, unconditional allowing, appreciating what is presently here. And then we breathe into the goldenness. Breathe out. Breathe in, receiving, nourishing. Breathe up all the other colors. Refreshing the crown. Nourishing. All the colors collaborating. Blessing, expanding. Just notice the quality of the crown right now. I'll give a number of the shift that's opening. Maybe the hands symbolic are in a position of how wide or narrow the shift is now made. Just sensing the violet or the white light or the golden light, however you see it, feel it and know it. Let's just add a little bit more now, breathing in more golden. From the great sacred sun of all that life is, into our golden field, pouring into the crown center. All the colors, the red, orange, green, blue, indigo. Up into the violet or white or golden light, nourishing, the balancing, breathing up, breathing down. Collaboration between this person, me, and this blessing. Breathe in and let go. breathe in, appreciate, and release. Now just to finish the scanning, we're going to breathe all the way through the whole body, all the colours. Let me breathe in from the crown and down. So imagine you have a tree of colours, breathing up from the roots, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Out through the branches, and down. So integrating everything all at once. So one more breath all the way up. Breathe down, just bring the hands to this prayer posture at the center of our being. Just relaxing into the center, close the eyes. They're not closed already, breathing in. I want you just to breathe into the goldenness now. Back into the wholeness, into the fullness. Recognizing that the golden light contains all the colors, the rainbow tree of life that we are. We've scanned ourselves, accepted everything that's present. We've activated the creation and nourished, and brought harmony and healing and vitalization. So our tree of colors, the roots to the branches and everything in between, is now more vibrant, more alive, more awake, more aware, more whole, more beautiful. So let's breathe in with deep appreciation into the fullness of our golden heart self, our colibri heart self, golden awareness and energy. So just take 3 deep breaths just to close this practice. Each breath we're appreciating and then letting go. Breathing in, feel the fullness of everything all at once. And releasing. And one last breath. Now you just very gently give the hands a rub together. So as we do this, we start to bring our awareness back to our embodied sensation. We start to just stroke the hands, arms, shoulders. Stroke your body, just come back into an embodied awareness. Make a nice slow transition, so very softly, just opening the eyes. Just becoming aware of the space that you're in. And before you get up and move into the next moment of your expression or activity or relationship, nice big breath, eyes open. One more breath. So really appreciating yourself for this self-scanning, nourishing, golden empowerment journey. For giving yourself the time to be honestly seeing how we are and giving yourself the time to nourish from inside out, from your golden heart, colibri heart, vitality, life force. So this self-blessing, this gratitude that you can do this re-nourishing, reinvigorating, rejuvenating. And then the fruit of the practice is what happens next. The practice itself recharges and vitalizes and resets and invigorates our whole multidimensional energy system and presence. But we come out of the practice slowly and gracefully with a smooth transition, and then we bring this energy, this fullness, into whatever's next, and whatever's next, and whatever's next. And the more you do this self-scanning, nourishing practice, the more your volume of life force increases on all levels. So I want you to also start noticing the after effects of the practice, the fruit of the practice. Because as you make a shift, as you make a change, as you change your attitude, your perception, your energy, your vibration, your frequency, the world changes with you. You see the world differently. The world behaves differently according to how you see. You behave differently. You're bringing more of you into the expression of your life and relationships and work and passions and hobbies and health and everything. So I really invite you to notice what happens next. And then deepen into the practice again tomorrow, the next day, and then notice what happens. And you start to realize how much power you have to bring to the quality of your life experience, which then has a ripple effect on everybody around you. Your relationships become more beautiful because you recognize more beauty in yourself. There's more of you available, more sensitivity, more energy, more vibration, more color in your system. A picture of this rainbow tree. Every dimension of the tree is vibrant. The red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, the violet, golden nature that surrounds the tree is you. You're a living, walking, dancing tree in a forest of humanity. And the more we inspire ourselves, the more inspiration gets reflected out to the world. We inspire others. So there's a huge benefit to this practice, increasing our presence and vitality. So thank you very much for engaging with this, and wish you all the beauty and benefit and grace and gratitude that comes through this. Thank you.